This guy is criminally underrated. Criminally underrated. Let's watch him and be grateful that this human being exists. This video is in 480p. This better be fantastic. Always a sucker for the filter stuff. He hits hard on that. Ooh. Nice. Nice groove to it, you know? Nice. I like the glottals he's doing.
No necesito ver para saber que lo que llevo aquí dentro es solamente poder.
Nice. Oh yeah. Oh, the stuff he's doing vocally is really cool. That he's doing that shit on a whistle is nuts. Is that a snort? What is that? Oh my god. This is musically very intelligent. This is a great composition. Nice. I like the sudden end. It actually works. Listen, that video is so good. That's Astron Beat Duel. It's so good, I enjoyed it at 480p. My eyes were bleeding, but my ears said, fuck you, fuck your eyes, no one gives a shit, listen to this sick shit. The way he's using his voice is kind of insane to me. So one of the things that's always impressive to me is when beatboxers do this thing where they have very plosive consonants, but their singing is an effect. That's actually quite difficult. So if we really slow it down, we can appreciate what he's doing to make his vocals clean. Whether this was intentional or not, this is what happened. It actually happens so quick, we'll slow it down. So notice when he's on the plosive vowels, he actually just stops vocalizing. He gets into like more bassy tones. So instead of going, which is going to make it harder to sing, he's using as he's singing. He really quickly stops vocalizing. So because you actually, if you vocalize, you don't get a T sound, you get a D sound. Singing and not singing very quickly. And one of the ways he does that is using glottals, but I really want to look at just this moment and appreciate it. That's very quick in terms of going in between. Right here is where he's using one of the tricks to get a percussive sound in his singing. So in the absence of consonants, to create a rhythmic feel with your voice, you have to use what is called a glottal. So these are the vocal folds right here. Glottal happens when the folds are together and then they open up. If you do that, you'll feel your throat close. That is remarkably different than how the vocal folds generally come together in singing. As you blow through the folds come together. Pressure from the blowing it makes it so that there's less pressure in between the folds than there is outside of the folds, so they come together. We can gradually bring the folds together if we gradually increase the amount of air. Even though there is compression, you can see that V shape, the gradual growing of the sound, right? That's the gradual nature of the vocal folds come together. Impressive that it has that effect because I have so much compression on my audio. Here's what a glottal looks like. Why I love this view, we're going to zoom in real quick. Now you can see right here, this little moment. That is the pressure behind the folds building up right before we get the full voice. Why is that significant? I don't know. I just think it's cool. So you can hear the
No necesito ver para saber que lo que llevo aquí dentro es solamente poder.
Still good after the third time. Ooh. If you do an S and you voice it, it turns into a Z. Again, I gotta slow it down just to make sense of what he's doing. Apparently, D'Lo thought this was a nose whistle. It kind of sounds like a teeth whistle
insertion here. It's not a tooth whistle. I was wrong. Defiant Beatbox and I we just sat down, we looked at it, and it was like, it's impossible for that to be a tooth whistle. So it's either a throat whistle or a nose whistle. Either way, it's crazy. By the way, shout out to Defiant Beatbox if you need tutorials, if you need to understand more about beatboxing and music and how to execute it. Boom, right there. Right there. It's link in the comments. It's gonna be pinned.
If you're vocalizing on a whistle, it sounds way different. So he's cutting in and out on his voice, which is impressive because he precedes the whistle with the chest bass. So that's kind of nuts because you have to cut like. And then he has to find the whistle again, like the right spot for that pitch after he uses a plosive. Like, you can't whistle while you're, right? I mean, this is so incredibly intricate and the details are extraordinary.
Here's a video, but I'm gonna get this right eventually. Here's a video. The subscribe button's here. And you can do that if you want, but the video is even better than the subscribe button. Weird.